Well, it's on right along, so it's happening here.
Came over here. What does it mean? You know, I grew up in what I guess you call a typical family.
We break all the stories, and that's just a fact. And that's why everyone has a story to tell.
Right along live, I mean, yeah, it's a real deal.
Yeah. I ain't wasting no time, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't wasting no time. You don't know what the show is already. It's Right Along Live, and it is the eve. It is election eve. And look who I have with me. We ain't wasting no time on no small chatter. Janice, how you doing, my friend?
Hey, I understand you've been trying to reach me for a while.
Yeah, I've been trying. We've been trying to have you on the program here for quite a while. Yes, but we're happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here. I apologize that I didn't get the message to be on a couple of days ago. I would have loved to be on with Bobby and yourself. I'm sorry I missed it, but a lot is happening. A lot is happening down here.
I know. Guys, we are at the tail end of a massive, what I deem as the mother of all election. This is, I have never seen an election so intense before. This is it, Janice. This is it. What's your take? Before we go in and talk about everybody that's logged on and pick up everybody, what's your take? What you feeling right now on the ground?
Junior, first and foremost, I'd like to hail up all of your viewers, all of your listeners, wherever you are, local, at home, in the diaspora, wherever you are tuning into this program. All eyes are on Grenada right now. And for good reason.
Yes.
We have we're looking at an election that will decide the future of the nation. Point blank. That's all there is to it.
Yes.
An election that will decide the future of the nation, where we go from here. This is no simple election. This is it. This is the turning point in the nation's future. So I think what I'm noticing, Junior, is that a lot of people are anxious for the day to come to go vote and get it over with. A lot of people are anxious. People are excited about this election. It's like you'd swear they're giving away money in the polling booth. People are excited about this election, and they're looking forward to go to exercise their democratic right. People are really looking forward to this election.
Why you think I have my opinion why I think this is so exciting, right? Why you think this election is so exciting at this point in time? What's the reason for the hype, you think?
Apart from the fact, Junior, that a lot of the I'm in a vehicle and it's probably gonna start moving, but nonetheless,
Yeah.
Apart from the fact that a lot of the you have a very youthful population at this point, right? These youths, they grew up. The current government is their staple. That's all they know. And they now have the opportunity to look at what's going on in the world, right? And with their take on what's going on in the world, because the world has become very, very small because of the World Wide Web.
Yeah.
Now everything is very, very small. Listen, man. Let me show you. Let me show you where I'm at. Let me show you the road where I'm at.
Yeah, let me see. Because you're on the road. You're in a good spot, so you can give us some vantage view.
How do I turn the camera? Hold on. Hold on.
I think there's an option there where you could flip it. Guys,
I'm looking for that option to flip.
I don't know if it's there anywhere. But guys, you're watching Right Along Live, and this is the night before. Just a few. I don't know. It's supposed to be somewhere there. It's supposed to be. I don't know.
Oopsie. I think I muted my camera.
You muted your camera.
It's not that.
Okay,
so let me turn the camera and show you where human beings in Grenada have to walk out of, or if you get pregnant and you have to come out of your home. You're looking at this here?
That's where you are right now.
That's where I am right now.
What part of Grenada? What part of Grenada is that?
I'm actually in Close Rock at the moment. You know, I'm following around with the political leader. Okay. And he's walking around the areas, you know, saying hello to the people, and it's just sometimes when you get to these areas, it's mind-blowing. You know, it's mind-blowing. But getting back to this election, why it's so crucial.
Yes.
The children that we're working with here now. All they knew is the current administration. And I think they're at a point where they're ready to make their own decisions. You told them to go to school and learn well. They went to school, they learned well. You told them that one of these days, if you go to school and you do the right thing, you can grow up to be the prime minister. So guess what? They're holding the nation to that right now. That's what we told them. Go to school, learn well, and one of these days you can grow up to be the commissioner of police. You can grow up to be the prime minister. You can grow up to be anything you want to be.
Right.
So guess what they want to be right now?
They want to be the prime minister. I sure they don't want to be Junior George. They want to be the prime minister.
And that is why this election is so crucial. Because we made a promise to the children. We made a pact with them. When they didn't want to go to school, we made a pact with them. Go to school, and if you do all that you're supposed to do, one of these days you are going to be amazing. You're going to be great. These children are ready for their greatness. Point blank.
Yeah. Guys, let me just tell you guys that for tomorrow, we are going to be bringing to you the biggest election coverage coming out of Grenada, right? Because one of the reasons why our broadcast will be the biggest, because we have top analysts on the program. Janice, of course, is going to be joining us, but we have top analysts, reporters on this program. Janice, I was teasing people with some of the things that we're going to be doing tomorrow, but so I'll show it to them again. This right here. This is our election dashboard, right? This right here, guys, is what you have to pay attention to tomorrow, because by 4 p.m., believe it or not, most of the candidates, because of how they canvassing, because of how the party are canvassing and getting, they get out the vote campaign, they know basically by 4 p.m., 5 p.m., even before the polls close, who the winners are. We are in close contact with every single representative from every political party. We have about 7 different reporters on the ground. And these numbers that you see 000 right here, you will see these numbers changing by soon after 6 p.m. So this is what you have to pay attention to. This is where you're going to see who is going to be Prime Minister of Grenada, right here on Ride Along Live tomorrow. Now, here are some of the numbers that you have to pay attention to, guys. Here are some of the numbers. In the general total registered voters, they are 87,503. 87,503 total registered voters. Keep that in mind, guys. Now, out of these are broken down into a total of about 287 different polling division. 287 different polling division. Now, what you're gonna understand, Janice, you're in St. David right now, right? You're in St. David right now. You're in St. David right now. So in St. David, what people don't know that St. David, there is a major. There have been a major bump in the registration of voters in St. David's and I almost say St. David's and the Grenadines. St. David, right? And the largest constituency is St. George South. We're going to talk about that later. But why do you think, Janice, that we have almost an 18% bump in new registration in this election in St. David?
Their son has come home.
Mm-hmm.
Their son has offered himself up for representation, and St. David's people are answering the call. I think it's that simple. Another point we can make on this is that Grenadians are ready for. I think Grenadians are ready for a change.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the change scenario on on everybody's discussion. You hear people talking about the change, people making reference to wanting the change, people making reference to being the change. That is what you're hearing when you walk through the communities. People are seriously looking forward to this. The anticipation to this. Junior, on other occasions, I think the only time we've had this kind of anticipation is back in the day remember when there used to be a serious rivalry between a Jamo and Black Wizard?
Yes, I remember those days. No, I seriously remember those days.
That is the kind of feeling you're getting from people. They're anxious, they're waiting, they can't wait, I think that rivalry, you coming out of the same households, you have people with different political ideologies and voting for different parties, and they're agreeing to disagree on this. We love each other, we will get along, but hey, this is where we draw the line in what we believe in politically. And people continue to coexist, people continue to do what they need to do, but tomorrow when they get to the voting booth, everybody speaks their own language. Yeah.
And getting to the polling booth, guys, remember that the polls open at 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
6 a.m. Be there early.
And closes at 5?
5. Yes. Be there early. Now, here's some information as it relates to polling division. Now, in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, guys, there are a total of 18 polling division, right? And in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, in this election cycle, there are 5,443 registered voters. Last election, there was a total of 4,882, an increase of 11.49%. In St. George South, let me get this one back. Let me get this one back. Yes, so St. Andrews Southeast, 17 polling division, a total of 4,923. I'll go through kind of quick. St. Andrews Southwest, there are 22. St. Andrews Northeast is 16. St. Andrews Northwest, 17. St. David's, 28. Polling division in St. David's. The Tongue of St. George, 13. St. George Northeast is 24. 15 in St. George Northwest, 20 in St. George Southeast, and 31 in St. George South, which again has a total of 10,970, an increase of 15.91%. St. John's 21, St. Mark 13, 14 for St. Patrick East, and 16 for St. Patrick West. And those are some of the numbers in the polling division. Now, in total, right, Janice, we see a total increase of 11.77%. Who do you think that benefit?
An increase of 11.77.
Yeah, on average.
On average.
Mm-hmm.
I think it has a lot to do with the youthful population. Mm-hmm. And it has a lot to do with the youthful leadership being offered. I have seen, for example, one of the noticeable things that I saw. For example, last Sunday, there was a concert.
Right.
And the side that did not have a concert had crazy numbers on that motorcade that was over an hour and a half long. Yeah. And that massive crowd at La Sagesse. You know, I think the youthful population are stepping up. They know what they want. Mm-hmm. They understand that in order to move forward, you must change the scenario. You must change the syllabus that benefits them now. That is 2022. It must be a scenario that is 2022. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't think the youth are willing to go into 2022, 2023 with a concept from 1974, 1983, 85. Mm-hmm. I think they're clamoring for the change, and tomorrow is decision day. Decision day 2022.
D-Day 2022, guys. Now, a lot of you guys have been wondering and want to meet your candidate. You want to know who the candidates are. Let me give you a quick rundown on the candidates for tomorrow. Guys, pay attention. In Carriacou, we have Kendra Mathurin Stewart. She will be going up against, she's incumbent, going up against Tevin Andrew, NDC candidate. In St. Andrews Southeast, we have Emmeline Pear, and she will be going head-to-head with David Andrew. In St. Andrews Southwest, and that's my constituency. That's where I grew up. Yolan Bain and Lennox Andrew, right? In the St. Andrews Northeast, we have Kate Lewis Peters, Tessa Sincere, and Janelle. I didn't get her last name. They went up right a little quickly. St. Andrews Northwest, we have Delma Thomas and Gloria Thomas. Two Thomas going head to head. Just like how we have two Mitchell, we have two Thomas there going head to head in that. In St. David, guys, the big victory, the big chunk is going to go either to Oliver Joseph or Dickon Mitchell. For the Tongue of St. George, we have Peter David and Claudette Joseph head to head in the Tongue of St. George. It's going to be a fight, and it's going to be a very interesting fight there as well. In St. George Northeast, we have Nimrod Oliver Ron Redhead and Martin Edwards, right? Independent candidate there. In St. George Northwest, it's Lacrette, Brother Lacrette, Jonathan Lacrette, who was on yesterday, and Dr. Keith Mitchell. In St. George Southeast, we have 4 independent candidates as well in there. Gregory Bowen, Philip Andrew. We had Bassanio Nicholas. He's also on there. Big up Bassanio. In St. George South, we have the big race again, guys. Nolan Cox, Andy Williams, right? That other name came up pretty quickly, guys. Sorry, I missed it. I'll come back to it. Alvin Dabrio and Kireen James, and also the NNP candidate, Mr. What's his name?
Prudhomme?
Prudhomme, yes, Mr. Prudhomme.
Yes.
In St. Mark, we have Clarice Modest and Quincy Britton. In St. George, St. Patrick West, we have Pamela Moses and Dennis Cornwall and Nigel John for the GULP candidate there. In St. Patrick West, we have Victor Phillip, Joseph Andel, Augustine David, and Winston Frederick going up for the big St. Patrick West. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight like no other. Election coverage. You cannot start now. I kind of feeling the vibe already. I just ready to dip my finger.
It's the same excitement, the same feeling, I think, throughout the length and breadth. Everyone I've spoken to at this point is really looking forward to going to the polls. One lady asked if she can get a ride at 5:30 in the morning. She wants to be there first. People are saying, I'm not taking any chances. I'm going in to vote first and then go off to work or go off to do what I need to do. People are really making plans on how they are doing it tomorrow.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. You know what's another interesting factor, Janice? And when I saw this, I had to stop a bit. Do you know that the women vote will play a very integral role in Decision 2022? The women, get this, Janice. Women has a total of 44,832. The male vote the male votes account for 42,674. More women actually is participating in this process, and women have to be proud of themselves because that's a long way, That's a long way that women came.
These are things that we take serious, Junior.
Yeah.
These are things that we take serious. I mean, we take child rearing, homemaking, these decisions. A lot of times the men go to work and they come back and they're just outside of that. A lot of times they're laid back. Women focus on the day to day. Women plan a lot. I'm not saying a lot more, but in a lot of cases, they're the planners. They look forward. When my child is 10 years old, they're already preparing from childbirth to 10 to focus on the kind of groundation education that they want to give their child. From the time a woman is pregnant, she's already thinking of preschools that she wants to send her child to. She's already thinking ahead. When my daughter grows up, I want her to go to Anglican high school or to convent or to McDonald College. These are things that women think about way in advance. Women are historically the forward thinking, the projectors of the future.
Yeah.
So it's not surprising to me that you have more women who pass by the polling station and say, election is coming. And let me stop and get registered. I'm a groceries in my hand. But here already, let me stop and get registered.
Yeah.
In the meantime, the guys would say, you know what? Let me leave that for next week, man. Election. Dr. Mitchell don't call in election now. Let me leave that for next week. Let me leave that for next month.
Yeah,
we have time.
It's true. Men like to procrastinate. Yeah. It's true. I could admit to it. Women, guys, are going to determine this race tomorrow. They are almost in every constituency, the women vote top the men votes. In almost every single one. Wow. And it is more so. Hold on, I'll tell you the polling division or the constituency that have the most women votes. Which one do you think? Which one do you think have the most women votes? I'll make you guess. Or anyone can guess.
I am yet to speak to a woman in St. David's that has said, I am not registered or I'm not voting.
Right. So you think it's St. David?
I think it's St. David's.
All right. Let me hold you on that still. Let me open up the phone line. 718-701-5720, guys. I want all you to call me and tell me this. Which constituency you think has the most women new registration for this election season? 718-701-5720. And why are you calling? Tell us who you're voting for. Tell us about your candidate. Talk to us about election tomorrow. And tell us if you're feeling the excitement. It's like carnival in Grenada right now. 718-701-5720. Right along live. And I'll wait for the call. So you say, you think Janice is St. David, right?
I think it's St. David's.
Think it's St. David. Okay. All right. I have the numbers all in front of me. 718-701-5720. Who all you think is the highest, or what constituency you think have the highest amount of women votes? New registration. Wow. And let me give you guys a hint, right? Let me give you guys a hint. Wow. It is a few thousand ahead of everybody else. It is a few thousand over everybody else. 718-701-5720. Call me on the WhatsApp. Let me know who all you think have the most women. And also, there is a particular constituency. Well, let me take that call. Let me take this call. Caller, you live? Where are you calling us from?
Hey, what's up, Junior?
Hey, how you doing, my brother?
Calling from New York. How you doing, my brother? I'm doing fine. I'm so excited to have the heart, next to me, you know what I'm saying? And I think St. David will have the most women voters, the new registration. But I love my people, and all of us in the in America, in England, and we love our people, and most of us want Grenadians to vote in a very economically empowering, medically empowering, and agriculturally empowering. And we've been in this place before with NNP, and it's not a good place because in a lot of ways we have to help our people.
Yes.
We are here sending money, we're sending money and taking care of our people, and the government is not doing their job. But I think it's St. David, and I think we are going to win. We are going to be victorious because God is on our side. Thank you so much, brother.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on before you go. Carla, let me ask you. Which constituency have the highest women votes?
I said St. David. St. David definitely has the highest. St. David, I think.
St. David, you think St. David are the highest women vote?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you.
Yeah. That's where I'm going.
Okay. We'll find out. Thank you, caller.
That's where I'm going.
Okay. Thank you, caller.
Yeah. I'm going to be glued to YouTube tomorrow, man. I'm definitely going to be glued.
Absolutely. Tell all your friends. Listen, I hear people in New York having party and thing, and they having a whole fete, and they have us on the big screen tomorrow. Listen, gather your friends, get some drinks, and we go have real fun. And don't forget, shout us out, call us out. We go open up the phone line. We go have real fun tomorrow. This is gonna be a broadcast like no other. It's gonna be a broadcast like no other. Right here and right along. Tell all your friends.
That's what we say. The new generation, the young generation, gotta take over, bro. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man, no problem. Thank you so much. All right, Janice, I give you an opportunity to change your vote, right? I give you an opportunity to change.
I'm not changing my vote. I think St. David has the most new registered voters and the most registered women voters.
Okay, all right.
Not changing my mind.
You're not changing your mind. Okay, let's go to the next caller. Call it live. Where are you calling us from? Hello?
Calling from New York, Junior Joe.
New York City.
Hello?
How is it in New York City, boy?
Oh man, it's raining right now. Just get from work outside. It's raining. Started raining right now. Yeah, but it's good. I'm just calling to say, yo, it's a king rising from St. David. So then, definitely, it's St. David had the most new women to register.
Okay.
That's what it's St. David.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right, I'll reveal it. So you say St. David. Caller, your life. Caller, where you calling us from?
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing? Where you calling us from?
I'm calling from Antigua.
Antigua. Pick up yourself, Antigua.
Yes.
Good. So are you guys going to be locked on to Ride Along Live tomorrow?
Of course, yes. And I think St. Andrews do.
St. Andrews?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because St. Andrews is St. Andrews had a women factory. St. Andrews have a lot of women.
Yes, I think
Beautiful
St.
women in
Andrews. Yeah.
I believe you.
Mm-hmm.
Most beautiful women came from St. Andrews, actually.
Of course, yes.
I feel you from St. Andrews, I feel you from St. Andrews.
I am from St. Andrews.
Okay, well, you go say that, eh? Yes. I'm from Grenville, right up by Union, Richmond. I'm from up there too, so I must say that.
No, not all of them.
Oh, you're not from... Okay. All right, cool. Big up yourself. Thank you so much. All right. We'll take 2 more calls, and then I'll go reveal which constituency have the most women registrant. Which one? 718-701-5720. You see somebody agreeing with me. Rita is saying that it's true. St. Andrews have the best women. Today we're not talking about the best women. Grenada have the best sexiest women. We're talking about...
You see how you long away? How we reach there?
I didn't talking about that. I talking about how many. You're talking about the numbers. That's what we're talking about.
Numbers. This is a numbers game.
Deborah said, Junior, stop it. You know it's not true. Yes, back to the numbers. Yes.
But sorry, I needed to close that door.
Yeah.
I'm practically shadowing the political leader today.
So where is he? He's in your sight?
Still knocking on doors, still saying hello to his constituents. Let me go outside.
Go. Let's put him on, and he don't know that he don't know he can be on. Just like that. Yeah. Let's see if he'll talk to us.
He's coming down the hill.
He's coming.
But
All right.
When he gets close, I'll give you a visual. He's still walking. He's still beating boots on the ground. He's still beating the streets.
Wow.
Still beating the streets, and going in and shaking hands with everybody. And
all right, we got a call. Caller it live. Caller, which constituency?
Hello?
Which constituency you think have the most registered women?
Trust me, we are very small in numbers in Northeast. And I believe Northeast have the most registered women. In spite of it, I have 1 or 2 in women, and I'm calling from New York.
New York, yes. A lot of people from New York today, boy. A whole heap of people from New York. Yes, caller. So you say the Northeast?
The Northeast, yes.
Okay, all right. We'll reveal it in a short.
As I say, we are small in numbers, but I believe between Vendome, Boca, Willis, Bellevue, Banpanastas, Pedmata, St. Paul's. Yes, I believe we have it.
Okay, all right. I'll go reveal it just now. Thank you, caller.
Tempe.
Don't forget tomorrow.
You're welcome.
Don't forget tomorrow. Tune in to Ride Along Live and tune in.
Yeah. Myself and my niece speak about it. Yes.
And all you have a party and thing. Have a party and thing. Throw a party, get some drinks and thing. Get your friends and thing. Yeah. The whole world will be tuned into Ride Along Live tomorrow. The whole world.
I know Ride Along. I know. Not only you alone, but the whole world will be tuning into my small Grenada.
Yes.
The whole world will be watching.
Grenada. All eyes on Grenada.
Yeah, the whole world going to be watching. Yeah. Thank you, caller. Appreciate you. Guys,
You're welcome. Good night. God bless.
Good night. Guys, don't forget that. Hold on. Let me take this call and then I'll tell you one not to forget about. Caller, your live. Where you calling us from?
I'm calling from Canada.
Canada. What part of Canada?
Yes. In Beansville, close to Niagara Falls.
Close to Niagara Falls. Scarborough? Close after you pass Scarborough, don't you?
St. Catharines.
Got you. Canada
Yeah,
is
I'm a farm worker from Grenada, man. I came up before the election, and I'm so mad about it.
Oh Lord, you should leave your finger down here. You should leave the finger.
I know. Yeah.
But don't worry,
So to me,
Right Along Live is bringing it to you live tomorrow, and we have analysts and reporters all over the country. You're gonna be mad. You're gonna be real mad. You're gonna miss it. You're gonna be VIP in your house. So let me ask you this question, caller. Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Which part of Grenada you think have the most women registrant?
To be honest, I think it's St. Andrews.
St. Andrews.
You know?
Yeah.
Yes, I think it's St. Andrews have the most women. You know?
Yeah.
And I think they're doing a good job.
Yeah. Okay. Big up yourself, caller. Big up yourself and the family.
Man.
Canada in the house.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Guys, tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, you're going to be seeing this. Tell us when the PL is close by, yeah? Tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow you guys are going to be seeing this a whole lot. You guys going to be seeing this a whole lot, right? This is our dashboard. Now, let me explain the dashboard, guys. It's going to be in real time. Our system is connected and going to have connection to the Parliamentary Election Office. They have the database. We're tapped into that database, and these numbers will change. These numbers will change, and these numbers will change quickly. Now, at the top, you see the political parties, the leading political parties. Someone said I should add one more. Yes, we will. We'll do that. The numbers on the side with the total registration, that wouldn't change. The polling division, that wouldn't change. But the numbers at the top, the NNP, the NDC, and GLP will add another one for the independent candidates. Those numbers will change. And the numbers at the bottom, right under that, the graph, you will see that graph changing. Now, in order to win this election, guys, because they have 15 constituency, it could be 10-5, it could be 8-7. In order to win, you have to have the majority. So you're going to see those numbers changing quickly as soon as the poll closed. The election office told us that this thing is going to go through really fast. Now, at the bottom, you see seats for the NDC, seats for the NNP. Those numbers will change. Those seats will change as well. The one that you see lined up in red is the number of seats already projected by Ride Along Live. So we have our own analysts in studio, right? We have our own analyst in studio, and we're going to be bringing it live. Somebody say YouTube bias.
Right, Junior. Political leader is walking by.
He's walking by. Okay, let me say hi. Let me say hi. Let me see.
Hold on one second. We just met up with some constituents. Someone's coming in here. All right, the driver is in the blue stripe t-shirt.
You drive away? You got away?
Hold on one second. Let me grab him. Let me grab him for you. 1 second. He's on a call.
Okay, no problem. Guys, so tomorrow we are going to be bringing you election coverage 2022 like no other network can. We have a team of reporters. They are stationed all over Grenada. All over Grenada.
Okay, Junior.
Yeah?
Political leader is still on the ground.
He's still hold on. Let me see. Hey, what's up?
Hi, Junior. Yeah, we're still in the field, so you can see it's not over till
you're still
knocking on doors. We're still asking everyone for their support.
Wow, you're still working.
Still working.
When do you actually sleep? When do you actually get a chance to sleep?
He's asking if you're ever gonna get a chance to sleep.
Well, we sleep after I put on the suit.
Your best of luck tomorrow. As I say, may the best man win. May the best Mitchell win. All right.
All right, Julia. We're hardly hearing you because I come out with headphones. So
okay, no problem.
Mr. Mitchell is going to go. The constituents are waiting. They're really, really anxious to see him, and they're happy to see him because, according to some of them, they have not seen any kind of representation in a while. So we're going to let him go. I've been shadowing him all day. and he's working hard. He doesn't ease up. He doesn't let up. So y'all are in for good leadership, hardworking leadership.
Definitely. So thank you, Janice. Thank you, Junior. Thank you to the diaspora in particular for all of your love, all of your support. You've really lifted us and lifted Grenada higher. We want you to continue encouraging all of your family, friends, and relatives in Grenada to go out and do the right thing, vote the National Democratic Cause. Thank you.
All right. Yeah.
Thank
He
you.
can still hit in the road, boy. Man still walking around the place.
Yeah, he's still pounding the pavement, still working hard.
Yeah. And I passed through Molinaire earlier today, that area there. People are still canvassing and still walking around. Everybody's still working.
Everybody's still working. Yes.
And that's what it is, man. You know, until that day. You don't win until you win. You don't lose until you lost. All right, so let me give you guys the information now. The constituency with the largest amount of registrants. Let me put that numbers here. All right, let me tell you guys who it is. So you say St. David. Let's see the numbers. Let's pull up the numbers. Let's pull up the numbers. Let me pull it up. All right. Janice, you said St. Patrick, right? All right. Where is it by sex? Okay, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, drum roll, please. And it is, in fact, St. David.
It is.
Yeah, St. David.
Yes.
St. David's got it.
Yeah.
St. David has a total of 5,250 female to 4,729 male. A total of 9,979 total registrant in that particular constituency. 9,997. Those are the numbers.
9997.
9997. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Sorry. 99979.
9997.
9,979. Yeah, pretty big. Not comparing to the 10,000, of course, there are 10,970 in the St. George South, which is the biggest constituency. Hold on, Janice. No, you was wrong.
I was?
Yeah.
St. George South has more registered women?
St. George South. St. George South.
Wow.
Has 5,765 females. 5,765 females to 5,205 males to make up a total of 10,970. St. George South. That's Andy and Cox, right?
Yes.
Andy and Cox. And a total increase from last year of 11, I'll tell you the total increase, St. George South, 15.91% increase from last election. Yeah, that's what it is. All right, guys, I got to tell you this, Janice, we got to talk about this because this happened today, and I have a voice note I have to play, and I want to try to understand it, right? So today, we saw a press conference came through from the NDC. Shortly after, we heard a voice note that was sent in from the New National Party. Now, I want to first play the voice note that was sent in from the New National Party, and then I'll play the one that followed shortly after by the National Democratic Congress. Now, it's in reference to, well, both parties is alleging voter suppression. The NNP, as you would hear in the voice note, is alleging that the NDC is attempting to suppress the votes. Listen to this in their own words. I'll play both back to back. Check this one out.
The following is a statement from the New National Party. The people of Grenada must know that once your name is on the voters list, you have a right to vote in general elections. The rules are consistent in that regard. An ID card issued by the Parliamentary Elections Office will make the process easier and faster, and you are encouraged to bring one along if you have one, even an expired one. Once your name is on the list, you cannot be stopped from voting, even without an ID card. Any statement to the contrary, as one which was issued by one of the opposition parties in the last few hours, is only meant to cause confusion and doubt. It has also been brought to our attention that many candidates of the NDC have been advocating several illegal actions, such as clogging up the lines and loitering after voting. One of their candidates has also advocated that people remain in the line and protest if they are dissatisfied with anything. He has made a call for confusion and showing complete disregard for his own people, urging them to risk getting arrested. The statement by both the leader and the chairman of the NDC promoting confusion and illegality is abhorrent and desperate. NDC is actively promoting voter suppression. They are devising tactics to try and stop Grenadians from voting and exercising their rights. Understanding that the NDC has no chance for victory, they are now seeking to undermine the sanctity of the electoral process. The actions of the NDC's top leadership must be condemned by all. Deacon Mitchell himself, who is a lawyer, ought to know better. The New National Party urges everyone to conduct themselves properly and follow all the rules in exercising their franchise tomorrow. Go out early, be patient, avoid confrontation, and exercise your right. That was a statement from the New National Party.
Right, so that was a statement from the New National Party, followed quickly by a statement from the National Democratic Congress.
This is the voice of the National Democratic Congress. Voters, don't be confused about your rights and requirements to vote tomorrow. Once your name appears on the voters list, you are entitled to vote with or without your voter's ID card. I repeat, once your name appears on the voters list, you are entitled to vote with or without your voter's ID card, contrary to information that are being circulated.
All right, Janice. All right. Okay. All right. Let's break it down a little bit. What's your take on both sides? Because to me, I find they saying the same thing.
Here's where I stand in all of this, Junior.
Mm-hmm.
Registered voters of Grenada, forget the he say and she say. We don't need this at this 99th hour. When you go to the polling stations tomorrow, you know which polling division you're registered to vote at. If your name is on the list, walk with some valid ID anyway. Your name is on the list, present the valid ID that you have. Walk into the booth, cast your ballot, and make your decision.
Yeah.
It's the he say and she say at this point, we're not dealing with that, Junior.
Mm-hmm.
We're not dealing with that. We don't want any kind of confusion. This is about policies. This is about driving Grenada forward. This is about a crucial election. This is not about you should not go to the polls because you wouldn't get an opportunity to vote. Go to the polls. Walk with some ID.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have some ID, if you live in the area, there must be somebody in there that could vouch for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Grenada's this small. We know each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm just surprised that all of this is being thrown, because prior to this, there was a notice from the on an official notice from the Parliamentary Elections Office saying that with a valid ID, once you're registered, you can vote, right?
Yeah.
That was put out weeks ago. So now we want the message to be clear. Once you're registered with a valid ID, you can vote.
Yeah.
And even if you don't have a valid ID, please show up at the polling station and someone in there must be able to vouch for you.
Yeah. Yeah. So don't let any
Forget the confusion.
Yeah, don't be confused by it, guys.
Or intimidated by what you hear. This is not the right time to be casting aspersions and throwing blame. Today is not the day for that.
Yeah, yeah. I heard a few people said that they didn't have their voters' ID card, and so they felt as if then they can't vote, or they shouldn't go to vote.
I don't know why this confusion was necessary, why this correspondence was necessary on a day like today to start casting doubts. There are some people who already don't like to participate,
right,
but they've made up their mind to participate. And now confusion is being thrown over them. A cloud is being thrown over them. We don't want that. We want everyone to go out there and do what they're supposed to do, vote their conscience. That's what we want. That is democracy.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's take a call. We got a call on the line. Call it live. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from New York.
New York City. Go right ahead.
How you doing, sir? You know what? You see this young lady? I like what she said. She's very smart. She's very, very smart. I'm going to tell you the honest truth, Junior. I'm a dad to my heart, but I think we need a change. I think we need to give the young kids a chance in this time now, because everywhere around the world you see that happening. I think the gentleman is very smart. He's a very very, very smart individual. I listen to him speak, and I'm telling you, I'm an NMP to my heart. But I think that Grenadians should give him a chance. He's a smart man. He's a very smart young man. I think we should give a change. Because the party been there for long. I'm not saying they don't do things okay, but I think we need younger blood now. That's what I think. We should give him a chance. Believe me, I think we should give the gentleman a chance.
All right. Thank you, caller.
That's just.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, caller.
Yeah. Again, guys, 718-701-5720. Reminding everyone that tomorrow is the big day, the big broadcast right here and Right Along Live. You guys have to tune in early because we're going to be giving you the most in-depth analysis of election in Grenada. We got another call on the line. Caller live, where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from New York.
New York City. How are you doing?
Yes. I just want to say, Grenadians, trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and everything will apply to each and every one of the voters who will be voting for the NDC. The other party is very corrupted. I've been listening to this statement for whole day because today I didn't go to work. And I keep asking myself, the same thing lady asked, why they're creating all this confusion? Why they're creating all this? This is something I cannot understand. Grenadian, open your eyes. And before you all go into that forum, I'm asking you all, please, make up your mind and cast your vote for NDC. Otherwise, I will go right back down in the dungeon. Thank you.
Oh, no, not the dungeon.
Not there.
Well, I have to call it the dungeon because that's how you have it.
Okay,
it's deep and dark down there.
Yeah, dark down there.
No, but Junior, I am looking forward. Junior, I am here on the ground. And I came here with one intention. Knowing what I went through in the last 2 years. And how well I was taken care of after I got a cancer diagnosis. From the moment I got a cancer diagnosis, Junior, I was taken care of with dignity.
Mm-hmm.
You know how important that is to your wellness and your well-being and your mental health?
Yeah. You're right.
So when I look at what we have now, and when I hear the message, we have to think, what do we want? Grenadians must think, what do we want? I am here to sell the message that we deserve better. And if you're sick, the medical professionals are supposed to take care of you with dignity. When you go to school, your teachers are honorable people. We're supposed to obey the law because there are law enforcement officers, respect in the nation, love in the nation. It is a very, very simple message.
Yeah.
You know, and after what I went through, you don't wish that on your worst enemy. It is something you don't wish on your worst enemy. And after going through that,
I urge people to go back and watch your story because we did an exclusive here. It was one of the most touching story we ever did on Ride Along. So I urge people to, in fact, I'm going to tag your story under this show so people could go back and watch your Ride Along story right here. But
that is what I came home to vote for, Junior. For better health. That is the platform I am talking to people about. When I speak to them, I ask them, how would you treat if your son or your husband was diagnosed with prostate issues? When the remedy in Grenada is to tell them, find somebody in Antigua and go to Antigua to get treatment.
Yeah.
Why not us? We were once the spectacle of the Caribbean for good things. Not just the Caribbean, but the world looked at us because we were ambitious. We were little, but we talawa. Junior, we were canning and processing food, and I am going through, and I'm taking pictures of the amount of spoilage we have. Mangoes laying on the ground with a bunch of Congori all over the nation. We're not canning, we're not packaging, we're not processing anything for the days that we don't have. My old grandmother used to say, willful waste brings woeful want. In other words, if you let it all waste today, one day you will want it. Why not package it and process it and put it aside for the days when you don't have fresh mango? You can use canned mango, or you can use dried mango or something. But come on, Junior, we're not thinking outside the box. And I am voting for thinking outside the box. That's it.
Yeah. We got a call. We got another call on the line. Caller, you live. Where are you calling us from?
Hey, Junior, good afternoon.
Hey, go right ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, hi, caller. Where are you calling us from?
Yes, calling from Florida.
Florida in the building. Go ahead, Florida.
Yes, Junior, I want to say may the best man win, but I'm biased. I can't say that because my best man is you know, the NDC team. You know what I mean? So I just want to wish NDC all the best. I feel very confident with over 87,000 people registered. So that's about, I think, about 77% of the population. If I'm right, I think that's a very high number, and I really think we can pull it off, and tomorrow will be a different day in Grenada, and I look forward to the progressive change.
All right. Yes, caller. Thank you so much for calling. Florida, stay safe. And don't forget, tomorrow, Ride Along Live, we have the election coverage. Tell all your friends in Florida. That's where it's going to be. Don't watch nothing else.
Thank you, caller.
Yeah, caller, you live. We're going to go on for 10 more minutes. Give me all the 10 more minutes. And Janice, I'm outside in the wilderness. Well, not in the wilderness, but I'm outside in the elements. And
where are you?
Don't worry about where I'm at. I'm just outside in the elements. I'm here. Mosquito in my backside.
Dude, I'm parked in a vehicle on the side of the road. The political leader is talking to some people in a garage, and we're somewhere in Wester Hall, and mosquitoes are. I got this.
Yeah,
Sandfly and mosquito
don't have it.
is what we deal with.
And if you see, Janice, I'm embarrassed to show you guys what I have on under this because I have socks and thing down there just to prevent me from getting bite from mosquitoes. It's
Junior,
crazy.
I just borrowed a T-shirt from a man in the village.
Mosquito, they bad as hell. Gotta call on call your live. Where you calling us from?
Hello?
Hey, caller, where you calling us from?
From Hawaii.
Hawaii. Yeah, how you doing, Hawaii?
Aloha.
I'm calling from Hawaii.
Aloha, Hawaii. Aloha. Aloha. How you doing, Hawaii?
I'm all right.
Yeah, so what's your take on election tomorrow? Who are you supporting?
So I have listened to both sides.
Right.
And up to this minute, I have not made up my mind.
Okay.
But for the people that are invoking trust God and vote for NDC, that's not a biblical representation of how to vote. What I'm saying is, trust God and vote your conscience.
Right.
So whatever is important to you, you vote for that. So if what NDC represents, that's what trust on your conscience, you vote for that.
Yes.
If what NDC represents is what stimulates your conscience, you vote for that.
Right.
So at the end of the day, once you finish voting, your conscience is clear and you can live with your fellow men because you vote your conscience.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Good point. Thank you, caller. Appreciate that.
Thank you, caller.
Yeah, vote your conscience. So right. Here's something that I thought about today, Janice. Now, we're based in New York. Everybody knows we're based in New York. And over the past years or so, myself and my producer, Lois, JJ, we get endless calls. I might say not only from Grenada, we get calls from all over the Caribbean, and we're always happy to help. Let me take this call and then I'll finish my statement. Caller, live, where are you calling us from? Hello? Hi, caller, where are you calling us from?
Hi, Junior, this is Santa Belma John.
Hey, how are you, John?
I'm good. I just want to say I'm calling from Brooklyn, New York. I'm sorry.
Yes, Brooklyn, New York.
I support the NDC, and I am very passionate about the new manifesto that came out under the leadership. I think Grenada needs so much. We have so much improvement to make. I heard the current Prime Minister was campaigning the other day about MRI machine that they have in Grenada. MRI machine was invented when, I think, 1977, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Today we have self-driven cars in the industrialized countries. So, the health system in Grenada is so bad, and they Grenadians that live there, I'm a Grenadian, I would love to go back home to live when I'm retired, but we are in such a bad state in Grenada that people are not getting it. My friend just lost a young boy that she adopted, 9 years old, that went into General Hospital complaining of stomach pain. They asked the family in 1 week to raise $30,000 to try to get the kid out of there. They first said to Trinidad, then they said Trinidad didn't have the doctor that it needed. Then they said to Barbados, and they called him back and said Barbados didn't have the doctor. And within 3 weeks of the child being in hospital, he died.
Wow.
And it's such a shame that children at this age, in such a modern time, have been dying from something so minute. So again, I'm begging the people, I'm asking you, Grenadians, go out there and vote wisely. once you get behind the curtain, no one knows who you're voting for. Let your conscience be your guide.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And also we have to add that, guys, when you go into the polling booth, do not take off your cell phone and start taking selfies of yourself with the ballot paper. You will and could be charged for that. It's a violation to do that. Right? No selfies with the ballot box, no taking IDs, put it next to your ballot paper and taking pictures of it. Don't do that. And especially posting it on social media, you're going to get in problems for that.
Election is serious business. This is serious business.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a reason why it's a private poll.
Yeah.
It's a private ballot. You know,
Absolutely.
But Junior, I look forward to rising in the morning with the sun, with God's blessing. And I will be throughout St. David's. If anybody needs a ride to get to the polling booth, I'm available. You know, I'll be doing my part, my civic duty.
Yeah.
Junior, if you know how I love this little piece of rock, if you know how I love this little piece of rock, I mean, we live in America, but our loyalty. Every time we think about going on vacation, Grenada first pops up.
True.
Every time you see something up there, you think, Lord, I wish I could send that home because Grenada doesn't have one.
Yeah, true.
You know, so to us, this is not a strange thing to have this love and this passion. Yeah, boy, mosquitoes biting you.
Yeah. Oftentimes they all circulating around the mic. I don't understand the fact that they're so happy.
Just don't swallow it. Just don't swallow.
I don't know.
Don't swallow the mosquito.
Don't
swallow the mosquito.
That would be crazy.
So it is really going to be a very, very historic.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very, very historic election, and I think people are ready for this.
Yeah. People
the
are
mood,
ready.
Grenade, the mood, Junior, the mood. This is what you call mood.
Yeah. The vibe is right. Listen, Janice, I'll let you go because your video getting darker and darker, and I know I don't want to leave you out there in the wilderness. So I'll give you a chance to give some closing remarks, Janice.
It's night time. To the folks at home, if you're registered, if you voted in the last 2 elections, your name is supposed. In fact, the only reason your name should not be on the list is if you died. If the only reason your name should not be on the list is if you died, right? Why would you remove someone's name who is alive from your voting list?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or if they move to another voting polling division, then their name should not be on that list. But if you've never changed address, if you've always lived in the same place and you voted before, then your name should be on the list.
Yes.
Go to the polling station tomorrow. Get there early. Stand in line. Be patient. And do your civic duty. When you get there, you will see the ballot paper. Your duty is to put an X next to your candidate's name,
symbol.
Name and symbol.
Name and symbol, yeah.
All right. Your duty is to keep that X within that box. So nobody will be wondering, did they plan to put it on top? Did they plan to put it at the bottom? Keep the X within those lines. And if you think for any reason you have spoiled your ballot, walk out and ask them for another one.
Yeah.
You can get a do-over, but you cannot leave the office and come back.
Right.
While you're there and you're voting, if you think you messed up the ballot paper, then walk outside and ask the presiding officer or the people in the office for another ballot. Go back into the booth, make your X properly.
Yeah.
And when you're finished with this, then you can say that you've done your civic duty. It is your constitutional right. People have fought and died for the right to vote. Don't sit at home tomorrow and say, I ain't going and vote. Enough people out there voting. Your vote can make a difference. Your vote will make a difference.
True.
Don't leave anything to chance. And if there's a need for transportation, reach out to somebody. Ask for a ride. Tomorrow, ask for a ride. Someone will come and get you and take you to the polling station. Somebody will come and get you to take you to vote.
Yeah.
You know, it is a very, very important vote. It's a vote for the nation. It's a vote that's bigger than political parties. It's a vote for the nation. It's a vote for development. It's a vote for growth. So I am looking forward to Grenadians doing the right thing tomorrow.
Yeah. Go out and vote. Go out and vote. Before you go, we got one last call. Caller, live, where you calling us from?
Calling from Canada.
Canada. What part of Canada?
Toronto, man. Toronto in the house.
That's right. That's right, eh?
I just want to emphasize on what the mistress is saying.
Yes, Janice.
About
I'm getting a little bit of a feedback. I don't know if you have something turned up.
Okay. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, a little better. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to emphasize on the voting registration that you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
I was listening today on a live brief overview that they did today about the voting registration.
Yeah.
And somehow there was a misleading about the people that actually, only the people that have voting registration card is allowed to vote.
Right.
And they went over it. It's about five hours today that they went over it today, and they was talking about it. They said, well, it's a misleading to the people, and they wanted to straighten things up and let the people know, even if you vote in the last election and you lost your identification card, you can still vote. And if you vote and you don't, you have the card and you went to vote, all you just have to give them, like, your proper information and still work with other IDs so that you can see it's actually, representing that it is you in person.
Yes.
So they say if you lost the card and you had voted before, your name should still be on the voting list. They're not going to take your name off the voting list. But a lot of people actually is like, they may be scared. They don't have a voting card, but they voted before. They might lost it. They don't have it in the possession. But they say you can still come out and still vote.
Yes.
Your name is on the list.
Yes.
So come tomorrow, everyone. Let's vote for NDC. Put the new party in power. We need a change. It's a lot of things that we need in Grenada right now. I've been following the election for over the past 3 weeks now. And there's a lot of things that I wanted to hear, like there's a lot of things that's like pertaining towards like our healthcare system.
Right.
This is one of the number one thing that I think Grenada really needs to be developing as a government.
Right.
We really need to do make a big change for our healthcare system for our Grenadian people. So many people are crying about the healthcare system. So many people are sick and dying, family members dying at their home, just because they're scared to go to the hospital. They rather lay down home and die because they're afraid to go to the hospital, because they know the condition of the general public hospital. And I think every parish in Grenada should really have some form of mini hospital where you don't have to rush from St. Patrick's go all the way down to St. George's to the general hospital to get some major surgery. You can die on the way. And this is a serious thing, I think, as a government, we really need to look at. Not just some a surgery in St. Patrick's or a surgery in St. Mark's. We need to actually upgrade the place. We need to have at least one doctor in each and every parishes that can do a little small surgery. You get a cut, for instance, you get a cut with you have to get 20 stitches. They rush you to the general hospital. When that could take care of in your parish. So our healthcare system and our and agriculture is actually is our backbone. They say a country of health is a country of wealth. So this is two things I think for the government they should really look at, because agriculture is actually Grenada actually backbone.
Yes.
And our healthcare system, we really need to develop our healthcare system. So that's my contribution for the night.
Thank you, caller.
And you guys, have a good evening and take care.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, caller. All right.
Okay.
Janice, before you go, let me just say this. I was saying earlier, two things. So we got a call today, as we do every day, from an individual, a young man, who called, and he is in desperate need of some assistance, some financial assistance. Now, again, we get this call every day. It's not anything new. Hence the reason why we do brunches. Janice, you was there in our last brunch.
Yes.
So we raise these funds, and we have these funds available. So when people call, then, we're able to assist. We haven't done a brunch in 2 years because of COVID. We're just starting to get back. So our funds from brunches is depleted. Yet still we get the calls every day. So oftentimes my producer Lois JJ we take it from our own pocket, or we use our own funds to solicit and give people so they could buy medication or something like that. So we got a call from this young man today, and he needed some funds necessary. He needed it today, and we had to do that. And I'm saying to myself, listen, on both sides, we just had a big election campaign where both sides spent so much money on all these things. And I know it's necessary. You need to campaign, money you have to spend. But think about the amount of people in Grenada here that could have gotten assistance financially to better their life, men and women, young boys, young ladies, children. And they're not getting the assistance, and it seems like if just money just going down the drain. So it pissed me off when we have to do this, and we look around and we see like money just pelting all over the place. People just throwing money all over the place. Everywhere you go, money everywhere. But still, people have to find us all the way in New York for a little set of money so that they could get medication so they could live. This is what does piss me off, Janice. This is what does piss me off.
When I looked at the monies that was spent on shows in the last when I looked at money that was spent on shows in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think you got a call. Did you get a call a little while ago?
No. I was checking to see if my door is closed.
Okay.
So yeah, when I looked at money that was spent on shows in the last few weeks, I was a little disappointed because, for example, our local artists did not work for the duration of COVID, and the people, even if the government said they're not the ones putting out the money for these shows, nobody thought of giving the local artists a stipend during COVID. A lot of these artists live on Carnival. Carnival is their job.
Yes. All right, Janice lost connection there. But
and even if someone is saying, well, but someone is coming up. Now, are you trying to tell me that you only have friends when you need them? Because if a friend is paying for Organ Heritage or a friend is paying for Agent Sasco, couldn't we have reached out to that friend when our local artists were in need? You know what I mean? These are the questions I've been asking myself.
Yeah. What I have to blame. I put in the blame on both sides. I ain't only putting the blame on one side, because money was spent on both sides of the thing. A lot of money spent, right? A lot of money spent. Artists come, lot of money spent, and I just want the that whole idea to change, because you know who is not getting any, well, not I mean, we here at Right Along, we're not elected, we're not here have this surplus of money, pulling money from a tree to help. We're doing the same thing that everybody have the ability to do, raise money, and it goes into the pockets of the people who need it. So why we have to fight up to do that when everybody just throwing money and they're elected, or they're going to be elected, or they want to be elected, but they're not taking care of the people. It's not our job. We are here to get information. We're doing this from the goodness of our hearts. It fall back on us. It fall back on us.
It's about the love of people. It's about the love for people.
Yeah.
That bothered me. 3 massive concerts in quick succession. And you had soca artists that have not earned $1 since Carnival 2019. That bothered me. When these foreign artists, and I'm saying foreign artists, I mean, our artists go abroad and perform also, you know, but in times of need, remember Calypsonian soca artists, groovy artists, there's no pension plan. There's no long-term plan for them.
True.
Unless they personally invest something somewhere, there's no long-term plan for them.
True.
These people, when they ply their craft during June, July to August, bring in $40-50 million in a 2-week span to the country. How could we not give them something when they need it? But instead, you find counterparts that are willing to give $140,000, $150,000. I'm just ballparking here. To an artist that leaves tomorrow with all of it. If you gave a local artist a $10,000 or $20,000 stipend a piece, all of it would be spent in Grenada, in the shop, in the rum shop, buying food, buying beers, buying whatever. Do we know where Morgan Heritage and Conscience and them banking?
Yeah.
So these are money that are just given away.
What I can say?
Given away. That bothered me because I know I've spoken to the local artists, and they didn't. It might have been a consideration, but they were not taken care of. So how do you find when you need it to take care of somebody else because it suits your agenda politically?
Yeah. Let's take another call here quick, Janice. I'm pissed up all over. I tell you, the mosquito on them, and take it easy on me tonight. Caller, where are you calling us from? Hello? Caller, turn your background down a bit. We're hearing the feedback. Caller, you there? All right, caller listening to us on the all right, let's take this caller. Caller, you live? Where are you calling us from?
Hi, Junior.
Hey.
I'm calling from Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas, in the building. Hey, Houston, Texas, how you doing?
In the building.
I'm doing good.
How you doing, Texas?
It's pretty hard, Junior, but I tell you what, man. I am observing that election back in Grenada. And Junior, I just want to call to let my people know that please exercise peace.
Yes.
Exercise love.
Yes.
Because in the end of the day, we have two Michels going up against each other. And regardless of the political rhetoric right now, after election, they will see both Michels act as professionals.
Yes.
So if So if at this time they want to go and start a fight against each other, it doesn't make no sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please, my people, please abstain from all form of violence. And let me repeat that.
And you know what? They won't
After
be. They won't be.
election.
They won't be. Grenadians are loving people. Yes, we might disagree in politics. Yes, we might feel this period where people might be, going strong for the political party. But at the end of the day, guys, Grenadians, we all have to live. Yeah, we all have to live. We all got to live. Hey, caller, live, we're calling us from.
We're not that kind of violent people.
Calling from
True.
Grenville.
Where you calling from? Grenville?
Yes, from Grenville.
Grenville, right down the block. How you doing, Grenville?
Yeah. Good. Working for NBC tomorrow, Kingston.
All right.
But Junior, concerning the artist and the money. Remember, Deacon was taking some money from some funds, right? And he refused these funds for the campaign for bringing in artists. And he decided to tell the people, okay, if you want to give me the funds to help the poor people. He said it on the platform in last day on Sunday. So I think that you might have to take back a little bit here. So we had one, I think, or two artists, but remember, we had majority of the local artists, which was very good. And I applaud Deacon for that, and I think Canadians really need to just look at this young man and give him a chance. He's very honest. Yes, he gave him a chance, and he abused his chance because he did as a master. After he reigned for so long. So then, we need to give somebody else a chance. And once you give somebody a chance, you would know who they are. And that's my contribution to it.
Thank you so much, caller. Thank you so much. So I want to echo this last call, the caller before. Go ahead, Janice. Yeah, I want to echo the last caller, the caller before this one, sentiments as it relates to violence, right? And we are saying, guys, and we know we are bigger than that. We're not that type of people get involved in this type of petty violence. They might be sporadic, but that's not who we are. There might be arguments back and forth. This one like Keith Mitchell, this one like Deacon Mitchell, and they back and forth and they back and forth. But that is just that's what they call, you take a Coke and you shake it up real hard, and within 5 minutes the Coke is like hard and you're ready to bust you. That's for the 5 minutes. You leave that Coke sit down there for another 10 minutes, it get nice and calm and you don't want to bust you the bottle anymore. That is the Coke in the bottle effect. Don't worry about that. Everything will be all right. Oh, Lord, hang up on the lady, hang up on the person. You no longer saying that is the last call, but Janice, I have to go because I'm getting eaten. I'm literally getting eaten, devoured. So this is the last call. Last caller, where you calling us from? Okay, hold on, last caller. Let me put you up. Last caller, where you calling us from?
I'm calling from Canada. How you doing?
Toronto. Is it Toronto?
No. Quebec.
Bonjour, Québec.
Les provinces qui parlent français. Salut, monsieur. Comment ça va?
Ça va bien, merci. Et toi?
Ah, je suis très bien. Vous avez passé une bonne journée aujourd'hui?
Yeah, exactly what I was saying. Exactly.
Oui, madame, j'ai passé une bonne journée aujourd'hui.
Oui.
Répétez après moi. Repeat after me. Oui, madame. Yes, madame.
Oui, madame.
J'ai passé.
Let me tell you. Hold on, caller. Let me tell you a poem that I know in French. You ready?
Oui, j'ai prêt.
Okay, this one is called Petit Caméléon. You ready?
Oui, j'écoute.
Petit Caméléon. Don't worry about that. But the last piece of the poem goes like this. Don't worry about the other part, right? The other part, I forgot about it. But the last bit of petit caméléon, tu es un fort fainéant, tu changes des couleurs, si tout que tu as peur. Tout amuse de nous, tout a cache partout, tout disparaît soudain, et réparer pour nous. Petit caméléon, tu es vraiment mignon, moi.
Junior, j'ai choc parce que vous parlez bon français. J'ai choc.
Yeah.
Vous parlez bon français. Okay, I will speak English now.
Yes,
okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You're home in Grenada. You're welcome. Don't worry, even if I speak French, I am Grenadian. Okay.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I took a course. I took a course. Thank you. I took a course. I learned the French language, so I'm very proud of myself. Not many people are able to do such, but I'm
give
proud.
you applaud for that. Applaud for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Junior. Thank you.
Yeah.
Junior.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I called to give you a remedy. You're home in Grenada, right?
Yes. Present.
And I heard you say you're having I heard you said that you're having problem with the mosquitoes.
Mosquito like crazy. Even now, I have to slap mosquito.
Okay. Let me tell you what to do. Get some lemon.
Uh-huh.
Squeeze the lemon juice. Squeeze the lemon and rub the juice on your skin.
So I go smell like lemon. I go be
rub some lemon juice on your skin.
When I go to Grenville.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
People hug me all over everywhere I go. They go say I smell like lemon juice.
But when you're outside, the mosquito don't bother you, Junior. When you're at home, no?
Right, true. You're right. I'll try that.
So before you go to bed after you take a shower, get some lemon, squeeze it, and pass the lemon juice on your skin because you want your skin to remain very nice, okay?
Nice, thank you.
And you don't want the bites and so on. You're going to be uncomfortable, all right?
Very, very much so. Thank you so much, caller.
And all the best to the National Democratic Congress. Brother Deacon, God bless you and your entire team. Grenada, change is coming. Many of us don't like change, but it's always a better thing for us and our family. We will adjust to the changes, but it's going to be a better Grenada. All right? So all the best. Grenadians, I'm telling you, vote National Democratic Congress. God bless you all.
Thank you, caller.
Thank you, caller. Thank you, caller.
Hey, Julia.
Julia, we just got back to the to home base.
Okay,
and
good.
the machinery the yard is full. The machinery is populating. Everyone is just gathering their tasks. I don't know how to turn the camera. Otherwise,
I don't know how to do it either.
Yeah.
It's mosquito and them dread.
The yard is populating. The action. Everybody is here. People are willing and waiting and ready to help, to assist in whatever way they can. So that's the story. I've been following the political leader all day, and
well, listen, Janice, be safe. Be safe on the road. Be safe out there. And we'll see you tomorrow in studio as we do the coverage of election night in Grenada. Janice, goodbye. See you later. Always nice having you on.
Later, guys. And to all the folks abroad, we'll bring you coverage. You'll get the vibe. You'll get the feel.
Everything.
That's what we're here for tomorrow. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm so proud of the patriotic Grenadians everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to call myself Grenadian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Janice, thank you again. We love you and stay safe.
Anytime. No
All
problem,
right.
man. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, guys, and I'm going to make an appeal. So tomorrow, to make sure that we don't have any internet problems, right? We have gotten this is what they call a fiber optic line, right? It's a direct fiber optic line. So we won't have any issues, guys. We got the fiber. And as you could imagine, to be here in Grenada, it is very expensive to bring this broadcast to you, right? So we're appealing to everyone. If you're a business owner and you want to advertise on the platform, hey, please advertise tomorrow. Advertise on the platform so that we could continue to afford to do things like these. But even if you don't have a business and you just want to sponsor us and you want to make sure we're doing a good job and you like what we're doing and you appreciate the fact that we're here and doing all this stuff to bring election coverage to you, you know, you could drop us a little something on the Zelle, or you could drop us a little something on the Cash App. Let's help the movement grow. All right. So if you have a business and you want to advertise, go ahead and do so. If you want to sponsor us and put a little something so we could continue to afford our fiber optic. Listen, the company ran a fiber optic line up here for us only. So you could imagine it was not a cheap undertaking, and it's not. Anyway, guys, that's all for tonight. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you and love you so much. Don't forget that this coming Sunday at the American Legion Hall, it's the 3rd annual Miss Caribbean USA Summer Body Pageant. Yeah, the Miss Caribbean USA Summer Body Pageant. And that's going to be at the American Legion Hall. Tons of artists, performers, Mr. Killer, Denise Belfon, Mr. Legs. Man, this is going to be a massive event. And all these beautiful ladies are vying for the covenant title of the 3rd annual Miss Caribbean USA Summer Body Queen. Yes. And that's on Sunday. Yes. Somebody say, but how come Whitner? What about Carnival? Do you guys know right after this carnival, this big carnival, there's another carnival because Grenada have 2 carnivals this year. After election carnival, there's another one. And in this one, we play Monday Night Mass. And when we play Monday Night Mass, we play Monday Night Mass with Amazing Colors. Amazing Colors is on the road come this carnival. Amazing Colors, guys. We have so much sexy outfits. Of course, we have the t-shirt sections as well. But this year, we come in hard. For 2 years now, we ain't drop a thing, 2 years now, we don't drop a thing. So we take all the 2 years of ideas and we pack it into 2022. It go be mad. It's going to be bad. Monday Night Mass with Amazing Colors. It's going to be simply amazing. And also, guys, don't forget, tomorrow, you're going to see these numbers changing. This is our election dashboard. These numbers will change. Yeah? These numbers will change. So, tune in early and be a part of our broadcast. Right along live. Election coverage 2022. Nobody else is going to be doing it like how we do it. I don't care what or who or where. They're not going to be doing what we're doing. People go chit-chat and da-da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da and talk all the time and rah-rah-rah-rah. So watch that. That's what they go do. We're doing it different. And when we do it, they just follow us, every time. That's what they do. Yeah, we set the trend, we set the trend and they just follow. And? All you know that already, right? I ain't had to tell all you know that already. Anyway, guys, good night. I'll catch you guys again tomorrow, early. Also, let me say, guys, I am a big supporter. And people say this, I say it, I endorse it. I'm biased. I'm biased for Grenada. I am a biased Grenadian. I love Grenada. I love everything about Grenada. I love Grenada more than any place else in the world. Yeah. I am a Grenadian and I love Grenada. That's what my bias is. When I go and I talk about other countries, I say, I love your country, I travel to your country, I love your country, I love Barbados, I love St. Lucia, I love Antigua, Canada, I love you, But you see Grenada, special place in my heart. I will always love Grenada. And that's where my loyalty lies. I love Grenada. I love you. Thank you, guys. Catch you guys tomorrow. Good night.
Chicks Export Limited, Toronto, Canada. Shipping barrels and other cargo to Grenada in 3 weeks, including custom clearing and home delivery to anywhere in Grenada. They source, purchase, and ship new and used anything. Call or WhatsApp Eric, aka Greens, on 416-569-9755. That's 416-569-9755. Check us out on Facebook at Green Chicks Export or email us at greenchicksexport@gmail.com.
Williams Funeral Service serve you with dignity and compassion as you mourn. Every day, we embark on the journey of life, and one day, the journey will end. It's on that day that you can entrust the celebration of life of your loved ones to David Williams Funeral Service. Call 718-291-3823.
It's hard to imagine this is how 2020 started. But across the world, dozens were falling ill with a mysterious virus that would ultimately change life as we know it. Chinese health authorities are still working to identify the
The COVID-19 pandemic is now casting doubt over the 2021.
As soon as it gets open, I can. 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 I'm tired, see home, I need a.
Why you talking? The job must pay. All you understand? Job must play.
Tell them party rum. Ice, the place now one and right. Watch how the party turn up tonight. Because we out and bad and the people better we causing trouble. Trouble. Just watch how we causing trouble.
You don't carry the fire that my ancestors have given to me. You merely adopted the job. I was born in it. This is job religion. Job religion. This is job religion. Job religion. This is job religion. Job religion. This is job religion. Job religion.
Well, it's on right along, so it's happening here.
Came over here. What does it mean? You know, I grew up in what I guess we call a typical family.
We break all the stories, and that's just a fact. And that's why everyone has a story to tell.
Right along live, I mean, yeah, it's the real deal.